We are taking a look at some improving conditions out there. You can see we do have some much better visibility in Torrington for you this morning. And as we take a look at Hartford, even Melissa, things are still a little dicey in Hartford, but you can see traffic is starting to move. The roads were completely snow covered at 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I can see some blacktop on this camera, and I can see some of the buildings, so that's a lot better than it was a couple of hours ago. So the good news is the worst of it fell while a lot of people were sleeping, and now we're starting to see that improvement. We've been saying the snow tapering off between 7 and 8, and Scott, it's right on schedule.
It's right on schedule, and that is coming to fruition. Take a look at the temperatures out there. 23, it feels like 23. 24. The wind seems to have subsided according to these 4 locations, but nonetheless, it is still blowing around out there in parts of the state. Melissa, you can see the asphalt right here in our University of New Haven ICAM.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit better too. You can see some of the plows are out, shoveling the streets and the roadways there for the students. And we'll take a look at our early warning pinpoint Doppler right now, and you can see that it is a lot better than it was just an hour ago. We had some very heavy snow bands working their way through Connecticut. This is 2 hours ago. All this dark blue was 1 to 2 inches an hour, but now we just have some very light blue falling. That is some good news. That means that we are just in for perhaps just another coating to as much as maybe a ½ an inch in some locations of the higher elevations of northeastern Connecticut. We'll zoom on in here and show you what's going on. We've got some light snow falling in Woodstock, Putnam, Brooklyn, down to Plainfield and Sterling, Ashford, Eastford. You're getting a little bit of light snow too, but again, we're not looking at much more in the way of additional accumulation, and visibilities will continue to improve. Got a little bit more snow towards Stores, Coventry, Andover. Do we know if Yukon is opening late or anything like that yet? Haven't heard? Don't know yet. All right. So we're going to continue to watch this as we go on through the rest of the morning. But again, by about 7, 8 o'clock this morning, we're going to be looking a whole lot better with just some lingering flurries. But the accumulating snow and the heavy snow has moved off to our north and east. So that is some good news. Good news, Scott.
Whoa,
this has
excellent.
been allowed to expire in Litchfield County. Great news there. Still the winter storm warning for northern Fairfield County, winter weather advisory for everybody else. This goes out until 7 a.m. And then again, those will also be allowed to expire. And Scott, the visibilities are looking better, still reduced, especially up by the airport,
right.
½ a mile or less, but looking better in eastern Connecticut and Willimantic. You're up to 3 miles an hour. You're about half a mile in the last half an hour or so. In New Haven, Bridgeport, Chester looking good. Groton still reduced, though, about 1.5 miles.
Yeah, we're talking about some better conditions that are taking place, but the roads are very slippery. Slow it down, especially entrance and exit ramps, and secondary and tertiary roads are going to be compromised this morning, so you want to exercise caution. Snow right now, it is tapering off, and we're expecting it to be gone between about 7 and 8 o'clock this morning, and then partial sunshine will make a return during the day today. So it's not going to be a bad day at all. Temperatures out there this morning, a little bit below normal. Typical overnight low is about 29, 30. So we've got that for you at Bradley, Brainerd, but a little bit cooler in northwest Connecticut. There is a bit of a breeze out there, sustained to 20 miles an hour down in Chester. You'll notice a 32-mile-an-hour wind gust down there as well, and that's going to make it feel much colder. So it feels like it's in the mid to upper teens as you're walking out the door this morning. But as we move through the day, here's your day part forecast. We're talking about a little bit of snow shower activity, 7 a.m., then just mostly cloudy skies, and then here comes the sun. And by later this afternoon, we might even be under mostly sunny skies by about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock this afternoon, and that is according to the shoreline as well. You'll notice that little bit of snow icon, but we are expecting mostly cloudy skies until about 10 o'clock, and then partial sunshine is going to make a return. So it looks like a pretty good day of weather coming up. You can get out there and clean up. As you can see, the storm system is pulling up and away to the north and east. It is pivoting out of here. So we are going to be in for a good day of weather, a good day to get out there and clean it up. Right, Melissa?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be seeing sunshine, as you mentioned, and highs in the upper 30s to low 40s, depending on where you live. New Haven and Bridgeport, about 40 today, 35 Waterbury, 36 Enfield. So really not bad after a rough start.
Not bad after a rough start. Your 7-day forecast, no major storms in sight. It looks pretty good. Chilly, but pretty good. The normal daytime high of about 44, 45. We're going to be below that. But a nice warm up by Monday with a temperature of 52 degrees. How awesome is that? Yukon info.
All campuses open at noon today.
All campuses at Yukon opening at noon time today. Thank you, Eric.
Except Yukon Health.
Except Yukon Health.
Yep.
Okay, noon time today.